Alrighty guys, so what we've got here is I decided to take out the inner structure that holds in the scoop. I went to go pick up the hatch and it felt pretty heavy, and I know a couple 2x4s shouldn't make that big of a difference, but that's at least a good 7-8 pounds right there. And I know I'm going to be adding that back in glass and resin and stuff, so if it doesn't need to be there, I'm not going to put it in there. I think I've kept everything in here as minimal as possible. So what I did, let me flip this thing over. What I did is I found the exact center of it on both ends of the board here. The lighting is terrible on that side. Let me try the other side. That looks better. So I found center. I went ahead, marked everything out, and then figured out how much room I had, and I put some countersunk screws in here, some number 6s. I don't expect them to be structural or anything. What I'm gonna do is when I glass in the bottom of this, I will pull the scoop out, and then we'll fill it underneath with some thickened resin, and then we'll use that resin to kind of like body work this, I guess, a little bit. And then I think once we glass over it, I'm gonna add a few layers of glass on the inside in here. I just went to go sand it a little bit. I didn't do anything crazy, just got sharp edges off, and was able to push on it, and it's pretty thin and soft, so I might add, you know, 2 or 3 layers of glass in there just to stiffen it up. And it feels pretty light. And then when I glass in the top of it, I will just fill this ginormous void that I needed in order to get the scoop in. I'll just fill that void in with some thickened resin, and then I'll be able to glass right to this thing. And then I think what I'm gonna do is, you know, I'm not gonna glass and polish this entire thing because that would be a lot of work, and there's going to be a cover on it anyway. So I think, you know, maybe a good 2 or 3 inches around the scoop, we'll go ahead and body work that area, polish it so there's a reveal around the scoop once the cushion goes on. And then same thing on the sides here. I might just do 2 or 3 inches all the way around it. So I need to get this in and screwed in, and I'm gonna say the hatch just needs to be screwed together, and it's done, I think. Kinda. So once it's screwed together, I need to start working on the I need to finish the seat, the driver and passenger seat, get those made. I need to get the ski pole cut to size, and then we talked about making a little brace from underneath to get that. I don't know if the hatch came out a little crooked or the back seat line that I drew is crooked, because it's like, it's pretty far off. Well, maybe not that far. So I need to start finishing things. Let me turn off music here. Just kind of mocked up one of the zoomies. I'm going to go to the customer's house, make sure that that is the angle and position and everything that he wants that to be in, because that's just going to be the foundation for everything else. Once that one is set, everything else is just going to go off of that. So I want to make sure that he's happy with that. These are going to end up getting cut with the top of his hatch, so I made these a little bit longer so that I could go ahead, just mark them, trim them out. Once those are cut, then I can start working on the double wall portion. 2 1/4 primary and 2.5 inch water jacket. So I'll be recording that sometime this week too, or through the next few weeks. I'm hoping to be able to work on that during the week work on this during the weekend, so I'm able to kind of keep moving forward on both a little bit. We're getting close to May, and I've got till May to have, well, the entire boat done. That's the goal. Will it happen? Probably not, but that's my goal. So let's get moving. Alright guys, so I reattached the old struts. I have plans of getting an electric actuated, I can't think right now. I have plans of getting an electric actuated hatch ram, but right now with my budget, that's not happening. So old gas struts put back on, and if anything, it's just gonna make it a little bit easier for me to work on this. Like, it's, you know, a few fingers, and it doesn't really slam, but I can still get 2 fingers under here, pick it up lightly, and it does the thing. I wish I could say I used math and everything to figure out where they go. I didn't. I kind of just started opening and closing it until, well, it didn't bottom out. So I started too far this way where it would stop here before it would close all the way, and went too far back, and then kind of just split the difference. So it probably could open a bit more, but I mean, realistically, I can still get in here and work and do everything that I need to do, so I'm fine with it. So let's get, what do I want to do next? You can see from the inside, it's all just kind of screwed in. I have these supports up here, and then I'm going to put a fillet. I'm going to fill all these with resin, thickened resin, fillet all of that, and yeah, I think it turned out pretty nice. It's pretty strong, it's sturdy. I'm happy with it. So part of me really wants to just start glassing things and get things done, but I'd really like to just glass, you know, when I make one batch of thickened resin, I can go from part to part to part to part and do that all at once, glass all at once. And I still need to make the side panels. I'm questioning what I'm going to do on the side panels now just because of time. I think that is something that if I didn't finish this year, it's not the end of the world. I can just get some plywood, the same plywood that I would use for this, but just wrap some vinyl around it, some cheap vinyl and some cheap foam or something. So I'm not really extremely concerned with that portion of it right now. Let's get this other seat made. Actually, I need to finish making the side of this seat. I had some cardboard cut out. I don't know what I did with it, but I gotta go look for it to make the bolstering on the sides. Yeah, let's get one seat fully made. And I'm kind of lazy now. Hatch. Let me see if I can find that soft spot. I can't find it now, but there is a hump here where it's 2 pieces where they seam it together. So this is going to need a little bit of body work and filler. There's Yeah, there's a ridge right there. That's probably where it's softest. I just want to make it a little harder, and if the kid or somebody ever decides to use that as like some leverage and push on it, and I don't want to get mad at the lake. When I go to the lake, I'm there to have a good time and relax, and I don't want to worry about this thing. So let's close this up, make sure I got everything centered as best as possible. Oh yeah, that's gonna make life a lot easier working on this thing. That looks pretty centered. I mean, it might be off that way just a cunt hair, but it's not far. Like, it's not enough to really bother me. Yeah, we're gonna run with that. We're gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it alone. So let's make a passenger seat. Let's do that. Get another battery for you guys too. All right. Ooh, I don't look good without a hat on. Put some more screws in the side here. This top piece was a little short. Let's just say short. So when I screwed this in, it sucked in a big bow here. So I put a straight edge on here and just let the screws loose so everything can pop out. So there is gappy gaps. I'm not extremely concerned with them. I'm gonna put some putty. Once it gets glassed, it should be structurally strong as ever. So I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Now I need to finish my driver's seat. I have a little cutout of kind of what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna just transfer this to a scrap piece of material that I have. See, this is why saving scraps is important. So line this up where I want it. We'll trace it out, get it cut out, get it screwed in, and we'll see how it looks. If I'm happy with it, we'll make the other side and the other seat and everything, and we'll go from there. If not, well, you know I'm not afraid of changing things, so. I did not wash my coveralls this week, so there's a possibility you might be looking at my ass crack. It's okay. It's okay to stare. What do you guys think? I think it's got some pizzazz, some curves, and then so realistically, once there's a cushion on here, it's not, you know, not a whole lot of side bolster, which is kind of what I want. Once you sink into it a little bit, you know what I mean? I think I'm gonna run with that. We're gonna get some screws in it, screw it down. Actually, no, let's copy that, because I did some different curvature in here than my template. So let's copy that onto another piece of scrap plywood. And after all of our hard work, that's what we're left with. Actually, the sides, the bolsters make it look not as tall and bulky. I kind of want to chop like 2 inches off of the top of it there to make it look a little bit wider. I think I might do that too. But there's our seat. I'm pretty fucking stoked on it. Nice. Yeah, happy with that. All right, guys, here we are. So one thing that happened when I put the little the gas struts on there, it's got tension on the back of the boat now, so it's kind of shoving this up a little bit. So I could probably, like, I think that's just all gas strut putting tension on there, so we'll address that. Look how cool that looks. Driver's seat, passenger seat, back seat, hatch. See if I can do this one hand. Ugh. And there goes the light. I needed to grab that anyways. So I think it's coming along pretty badass. I love it. I sat in the driver's seat. I can actually push the seat further forward than I thought I could. Gives the back seat some more room, some more leg room. Now I need to, this is looking pretty cool in here. I need to go get some 1/2-inch plywood or 3/8. I don't know, I'm kind of debating. I think I might go 3/8. It's lighter, it's thinner. The only thing I'm worried about is warpage. There's only so much I can do about that. So, and even this 3/4-inch plywood warped. I got, oh, I fixed it. This this back seat section had like a big old crown in it. So yeah, this is where we're at. I guess we'll see you guys next time.